You made fun of my weight. You called me a giant seal.
Well, let's see, I had 4 elephants. I had a rhino who wanted some flip-flops, had a manatee. Don't remember any seals. Could you jog my memory? You know what jog is. That's what you do when the ice cream truck is pulling out.
Hello folks, and thank you for stopping by. Well, I'm doing another reaction video, and this time around I started thinking about a show I used to watch a long time ago, and it was a very funny show that Fox had on, and it became like their #1 show on the whole entire Fox network. And that show, as many of us old heads know, was called Married with Children. That show was hilarious, and the main character was Al Bundy. And Al Bundy was basically his own guy. Period. He was his own guy. And as a matter of fact, when y'all get a chance, watch some of the shows, some of the Married with Children episodes that's on his YouTube. Check them out and everything. Y'all gonna trip. But this particular one I'm going to react to is basically a compilation of all the Al Bundy fat jokes that he used to say when he was, running his shoe shop. And and I know today we can't get away with calling people fat and all this other stuff. We can't, plus size is okay, thick is okay. Back in the day, people just said anything. Ooh, my microphone's levels too. I'm gonna have to lower my voice a little bit. Give me a moment, cause I'm noticing I'm kind of loud. All right, there we go. So basically, you couldn't get away with calling people fat. Period. You can't do that now. But back in the day, they just let it rip. So we can go ahead and react to it, and I'm just gonna go and start playing it. Here we go.
Can I get it open?
Whoa, Bundy!
Let me turn that down.
Remember me, Bundy?
No.
The one you insulted?
I'm sorry, ma'am. You'll have to be a little more specific.
You made fun of my weight. You called me a giant seal.
Well, let's see, I had 4 elephants. I had a rhino who wanted some flip-flops, had a manatee. Don't remember any seals. Could you jog my memory? You know what jog is. That's what you do when the ice cream truck is pulling out.
With this attitude, you're gonna be working here for the rest of your life.
Well, take a gander into the seat next to you if you want to see what your future looks like.
Penelope, let's go someplace where they treat us with respect.
Try the moon, you'll weigh less there.
Now, I demand equal time. Speaking of equal, you really ought to try something.
I've only won them once, and they split at the sides.
Well, let me explain. See, it's just like an elevator. There's a 2-ton weight limit on this shit.
Where do you think you're going? Aren't you open?
Sorry, ma'am, but unlike your mouth, we occasionally close. Okay, Enid, work with me here.
No. I gotta warn you, the rest of the stuff probably is gonna be a little crazy, because like I said, this is my first time seeing this whole compilation. So if y'all can't take the jokes, I advise you to turn away. Otherwise, let's just keep watching. Like I said, today we couldn't get away with stuff like this at all. Back in the day, woo! Anything went.
Pull in your talons. We're almost there.
See? I told you I was a 4.
No, ma'am. 4 is what you'll have to yell when the shoe pops off your foot.
Excuse me, but am I invisible?
Possibly from Pluto.
Come on, Arnold. We're leaving.
I want a balloon.
You've already got one. Oh, give me the shoe. Hold on.
Oh my goodness.
Hey.
Anyway.
Excuse Excuse me, do you have any pumps in my size?
Yes, I do, but the Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Shoes would not allow me to sell them.
Well, I hope you get coal in your stocking on Christmas morning.
And I hope you get slim fast in yours. Now, we're about to have our Christmas party here, so would you mind eggnogging on out?
Do you want us to gag you?
You're already doing that, but I would like to be blindfolded.
You can't compete with my...
All right. Before I let it go any further, also I know some people will be like, "Well, man, those jokes are kind of sounding insulting and everything." Well, let me let y'all a little tidbit I found out recently, especially today, because I was doing a little research on this too. A lot of the writers that was on Married with Children were women. Yes, comedians and writers were women. They wrote these jokes for him to say. Oh yeah, and they was cool with it. They was cool with Mr. Ed Neal. I don't know why I forgot his name. Ed Neal. He's the actor that plays Al Bundy. And they was cool with him saying the jokes and everything, because they wrote it for the show. So, it's the women that wrote these jokes. Keep that in mind.
Charm? I'm a natural-born salesman.
Excuse me.
Hey! Do I come to the hag shop bother you when you're working?
I'm gonna go out on a limb here. You've never been Employee of the Month, have you?
That's right. But if I were you, I wouldn't be going out on any limbs.
We are trying to teach this man that his behavior towards us is unacceptable.
But a better use of time would be to teach each other the words, "No thank you, I'm full."
What size am I?
Well, I'm no expert, but from where I sit, I'd say too big for shoes.
Well, I'm not sure I like this shade of blue.
I'll tell you what I'll do then. We'll stand you in front of a mirror. I'll begin strangling you. When you reach the shade of blue that is satisfactory to you, you yell moo and I'll stop.
I want my money back. These shoes fell apart after one day, and I want to know why.
Well, you see, ma'am, this is a pliant heel with a cork filling.
Whereas you are a giant seal with a pork fillet.
Oh my God. Now, y'all already noticed by watching this lady just showed up like twice on here, maybe 3 times. So I think, as a matter of fact, I kept seeing her on the show. Like he's always insulting her, but yeah, she keeps coming back to the shop.
These shoes make me look fat. Be honest.
No, they make you look very fat.
Just about had enough of you.
Well, you wouldn't say that if I came with fries and a medium drink.
Women wrote this.
You know medium, the size between small and you.
I really thought this mule would look better in white.
I bet that's what her husband said on her wedding day.
Let's say I nail the soles directly to your feet. It'll give you more traction when you're pulling the ice wagon.
They don't fit. And your ad said we fit every foot.
Yes, ma'am, but our problem is what we're dealing with is not what Webster meant by feet. Let's face it, girls, what we've got here are rib roasts with nails. Ooh. Now, what I would suggest is surrounding your Tootsies with those little brown potatoes wrapped in foil and served with dry wine.
I have tiny toes, don't you think?
Oh, yes, indeed.
I got it.
We're sausages, 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 sausages.
For every insult, you lose a free meal.
That was a big foot.
Oh, come on, I didn't mean it. Haven't you ever had something just slip right out of your mouth?
I suppose not.
I'm not leaving here until you help me.
Well, I don't know what I could do that God and Deal a Meal couldn't, but I'll give it a shot.
Did I tell you how pretty you look today?
No.
Good, then the blood is still reaching my brain.
Because it's against my belief to upset the balance of nature in any way. That's why I haven't washed my feet since I converted. I hope I haven't offended you.
Well, you've got to have lunch before you lose it.
You haven't heard the last of this. What goes around, comes around.
Well, considering your orbit, looks like I have about 10 more years.
I just don't see anything I like.
You ought to be sitting on this stool.
You'll be hearing from my attorney.
Is that the law offices of Hagen and Dotz?
These shoes are too big. I'm swimming in them.
Well, that would explain the life preserver under your dress.
That's it.
That was
I'm
bad.
taking my business elsewhere.
May I suggest Jenny Craig?
No. Look, you don't seem to understand me. I want something that goes with this dress.
A bubbling cauldron?
You got a lot of nerve.
I need it to get this close to your feet.
I don't understand it. I was a size 6 before aerobics class. All that jumping must have expanded my foot.
And I see you must have fallen on your butt a time or two.
How dare you say that to my face?
Well, I'd say it behind your back, but my car's only got half a tank again.
So because you're mad at me, you're going to take it out on a perfectly innocent chair. A chair that has suffered enough already.
Oh, these feel great. Do they have a special gel lining?
Yes, that's the blood spurting from my severed digit.
Well, these are perfect for my flamenco class.
Al Bundy, I find you guilty of excessive cruelty to large women.
You should see what he's like with midgets. The proper term is little people.
Well, that's the proper term for anyone standing next to you.
That's it.
Hey, that's our dinner coupons, you fat cow.
No, we don't like to be called fat.
Then stay home.
You go, girl.
I'm not going to just disappear. You'll see me again. Wherever a fat woman shoves a smelly foot in front of some poor guy's face, I'll be there. Wherever someone comes into the store and tries to exchange a pair of shoes he's been wearing for 3 months, I'll be there. Whenever kids come into the store, take off their old shoes and try to sneak out with new ones, I'll be there too. And madam, when Shamu needs a mate, you'll be there.
Like I said, I know I keep saying it throughout the whole video. Women writers and comedians wrote the lines that he's saying right now. Wow. Oh, that's it? Oh, shoot. Okay.
One of those.
That was it. Okay. Cool. Shoot, I was having too much fun. I didn't even pay attention to how much time was on the video. That was just so much fun just watching it. Oh, I'm glad y'all enjoyed this wit. Like I said, that show was just funny. That's just some of the clips from the show. Like I said, it's little clips from the show. The whole show by itself, when you get a chance to watch it, remember, it's Married with Children. There's definitely a bunch of the videos on this channel, and I'm just looked at one of them. Y'all gonna trip and laugh about it. You know, it is funny. But, you know, we all gotta get a laugh. I'm glad it made your day, because it made mine. God bless for stopping by, and before you leave this channel, maybe I don't know too much call. Maybe hit the subscribe button, hit the notifications so you see the rest of this craziness that we're gonna put up on here. So, may you have a wonderful day, no matter what. Peace.